All is one. P.A. Finley, Anonymous, the universe, coming at you live on this beautiful Monday morning. Make sure, man, I've been missing days. Yeah, that's good. 15th, June 15th, 2020, about 5:30 a.m. in the morning, California time, Bay Area, USA. Sending out an atomic mushroom cloud explosion of love all across the globe. When do we not need that, right? Okay? And you guys know we need more and more of that. Plenty of that. Give us more of that. More love, more love, more love. Yes. At this time, we're going to go ahead and take advantage of the opportunity to embrace Mother Earth. Claw, squeeze, hug. Y'all know the deal. Mother Earth, thank you. Mother Earth. Sister Moon. Sister Moon. Mother Earth. Yes. Thank you so much for everything. We love you. The original Big Mama. Thank you so much. Y'all hang out with me. This is going to be part 3 to the final lesson. We're going to get real deep into this. Here we go. Woo!
Introducing. Introducing the elemental that realizes oneness, the all things and the nothingness, with the boredom and the fun.
Sending a shout out to my listeners and viewers. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. You guys represent my like, shares, and subscribes, and the leaving of comments. Really appreciate it. You guys are the ones that's watching this show from your TV screen. So really appreciate you on that. You guys get a single dap on that. Sending a special shout out to my All1llAs. You guys get a double dap. Thank you guys so much. You guys actually get a voucher seat, leave the house, and come down to the arena and watch it live. Y'all want it live. Y'all buy the tickets, concession stands. Y'all make the donations to keep us going. You guys are our financial backers to this program and this movement. Thank you so much for everything you do, your sacrifices. We really do appreciate it. And sending extra special shout out to my soul models. Y'all get a triple dap. I am a soul model, one who has accepted the mantle of being an example of the next level. Thank you so much, you guys, for volunteering, raising your hand when asked to be of service, to be on the front line, showing people how we can do this and popping them willies, all the way down the street, hitting the corner, out of sight. Y'all awesome, man. Love you guys. Appreciate you so much, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You're making a difference. It's actually happening, you guys. So, I'm going to go ahead and dive right into this. First 2 parts, setting the stage up for this one. And here we go. Message and lesson to the Caucasians community, and as well as the African American community. Now, there's a message as well to the African community, as well as the rainbow in between. As it turns out, the African American is a part of the rainbow in between, by the way. Just wanted to throw that out there. We'll be explaining the significance of that. But there's gonna be, I'm gonna do a video series on the message to the African, the original African, um, and a message to the rainbow, all the multiple colors, multiple hues, my brothers and sisters, our cousins, our relatives. Okay. But on this one, the final lesson, this video series, this is a message to the Caucasian and the African American. That's what this is. Y'all can join in and listen. You want to. Just understand you ain't in there. Just understand you ain't in the conversation. I got something for you. All got something for you. We leave nobody behind. We got something. But on this one, these are two forces, extreme forces on the end of each spectrum came together and made some stuff happen. Okay. Let's get into it. Believe it or not, it's a color thing. It's almost all about color. Listen. Okay. Now listen. Okay? In order for a product to be produced, I know I'm kind of double wording myself here, but in order for a product to be produced, there's a certain process that needs to take place. The product that has been produced, and this is going to be very sensitive. What I'm about to say is going to be very sensitive to a lot of people. But right now, I'm talking to the Caucasian American and the African American. That's it. But obviously, anybody can listen. Y'all can join in. Right? You can watch. You can see. You can. As a matter of fact, I want you to, because you need to see this. I love the fact that that's where we are today. People can see from everywhere. People can watch the miracle that's about to take place. Okay? Now, two sides. Okay? Two extremes, black and white. Okay? Whichever one is which, I don't know. In order for the gray product to be produced, they have to come together. Now, a lot of people would say, well, okay, right? Okay. But why, did it have to go? You know what I mean? Like, out of all the ways it could have went, did it have to go that way? I mean, couldn't they just come together like, tiptoe through the tulips down? I mean, you know what I mean? Why did it have to, Okay. Now we need to look at, and this is for the Caucasian. Y'all really need to hear this, because your cure, your future, your healing is in what I'm about to say right now. Okay? But, obviously, African American, I want y'all, everybody, I want the world to listen, to hear this. Okay? but specifically Caucasian. Listen, by the time you finish with this video, the Caucasian, you're going to feel so good about life, which is you haven't even experienced what that is, but you're going to. So kudos to you. Good news for you. Now, okay. The opposite extremes, black and white. Look at the yin yang sign. Okay? The signs are everywhere. Now, each color, black and white, extremes. These are extreme colors. Like, there ain't no other colors on the other side of either one of them. This is it. And then there's shades in between. Now, okay? Each color has certain characteristics. Here we go. Here we go, you guys. This is where it gets busy, okay? Personalities, if you will. Remember, all is one. And that literally, listen, I want you guys to understand something. And I'm going to continue this, right? I'm not even, I already know where I am. I'm not going to forget nothing. I ain't going to bounce to nothing else. No. But I want you to understand that if all is one, then all is life. All is alive. All is living. Okay? Now, you can say the same thing about the reverse. All is death. Oh, and you'd be right. All is dying. Yes, you'd be absolutely right. Both are true and real. But for the purpose of this message, I'm gonna ride with the living. Now, and I could break that down why, but I don't want to go too far up point. I'll get back to that. I will. But that means every aspect that you can consider to think of, there's life, which means that colors are alive. Living things, living beings. So, excuse me. What that means is they have personalities. They have ways about them, if you will. And these are the two extremes, so they have extreme ways. Okay? The color black. One of its characteristics is absorbance. It absorbs energy and it absorbs light. The color white is, what does it do? What does the color white do? It reflects. It reflects light and energy. These are characteristics. This is what these things do. Okay? Now, the African represented the color black. The Caucasian represented the color white. The two extremes, and I say represented because black wasn't really black and white wasn't really white, right? But for the sake of, they was very close to the extremes, okay? And so each had their own, they have their own way. Now, another way of looking at this, all of a sudden, right? But that's okay because I got some other issues that I'm not having. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's just my nasal, yeah, because I'll be having 4 or 5 things going at the same time. I'll be like, just getting old, that's all. But It feels good not to just only have one thing going on. So I'm happy. I'm not complaining. Yay. Okay, let me pause. Blow my nose. Okay, I'm back. Remember, this is all great news. This is all awesome news when I'm bringing. Okay, so another. I'll bring this back out. I thought I was like, man, I'm done with this. Okay, here we go. Do I even have black and white down here? I don't even have black and white on the list. How the heck I don't have black and white on the list? Anyway, another. I got male and female down there. Yeah. I'm surprised. I don't have black and white on this list. I should be right on love, hate, joy, happiness, joy, pain. I mean, this should be right there. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Let me pause. Okay, here we go. Black, white. Another characteristic that aligns up with each one. Remember, all of these is one. It's all positive, negative. Scientifically, it's all positive, negative. Oh, everything. It's all positive or negative. That's the duality of things. That's separation. That's in a separate world. It's all positive and negative. Just different angles or different identifications of the characteristics thereof. That's it. That's it. It's like we're looking at it from different angles and we're calling it different things because we're seeing it, but it's all positive and everything. Protons, electrons, everything. It's all, when it comes to the physical reality, and that's what separation, come on, that's what the zero represents, separation. The zero represents the physical reality. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the physical reality. Then you got to introduce protons, electrons. You got to. Positive and negative. And each one has its own, they have their own unique characteristic. Especially when they come together. Oh, man. Can y'all see where we're going? Is the way becoming clear? The color black. Okay, let me tell you something special about the color black. All right? Are you ready? You have to see, this is something, you might want to know some things. I don't say you have to, but you might want to know some things, and here's some things that you might want to know. Here we go. The color black, it all started from the color black. It all starts with the color black. It all ends with the color black. The color black is the beginning and end of all things. If you could see what God looked like, God would be black. It would be the blackest thing because it's okay. If you can put a color on what all is one, one is all, the oneness of things, it would be black. From all things comes the color black. And all things go to the color black. It's like it comes from it and goes to it, in and out. Now, a lot of people, you're thinking, especially if you're Caucasian and you're listening to this, and I'm hoping you are, you're probably like, well, I don't feel too good about that. I like better from the light. I like the light better. The light, everything comes from the light. Go to the light, come from the light. Everything. I like that better. Okay, you can argue that. Okay, and I'll give you that because, don't get me wrong, the power of the white is off the chain. We know that. Okay, but we got to understand that even if you think of it biblically, it was so black in the beginning that God had to say, let there be light. I'm just saying, if we just go with the Bible shot, if we look at that, because I know a lot of you Caucasian, y'all ride with the Bible, so I try to speak your language. But it says in the beginning, God said, let there be light. When you walk into a dark room, what's the first thing you'd be like, man, let me turn some light on. But the room is dark, and that's why you did it. See, right before God said that, what was it? I'm just saying, if you want to use that one. But I say you can go Big Bang, scientifically. It doesn't matter whether it's theologically or scientifically, either or, whichever side of the coin you fall on, All1llA got you. Right before the Big Bang, what was it? Blackness. You got to understand that that's where it all started. From the womb. Inside the womb of any womb, anywhere, is black. No light nowhere. Just saying. Just saying. Then comes into the light. Then let there be light. You see what I'm saying? Then come out the womb. There you go. Light. There you go. Wow. I'm going through a whole thing. Let me pause. Okay, why is that important? Why is, what was first? You know what I'm saying? Wow. You got to understand where this coming from and where it's going. Okay? But all is a part of that. There's nothing that's not a part of that process, the beginning or the end. It's all cyclic, and everything is a part of that process, including you, the Caucasian. Now, in my earlier videos, I said we were both being used. We're all being used. And that's the point that I'm trying to make here. We're being used by the one, which we are the one, so it has the right to use us because we're the one. We belong to the one. All things belong to the one, so it has the right to use us the way it wants, and this is the way it wants. It could snap a finger, yeah, but what if this is the snapping of the finger? Excuse me. You see what I'm saying? We gotta look at this from a different perspective, man. We can't just this minimalistic. We gotta go. If we open our minds, then more can come in. More what? More you. It's all you. That's the point. It's all us. It's all things. Everything is one thing. So it's you. I said before, it's God experiencing God. It's the universe experiencing the universe. Dude, and then it's in the moment. So it's creative as well. It's experiencing this stuff through you. It's like as excited as you are, or as in awe as you are, it is. It's like you're like, it's like experiencing the hate, the love, all of it. It's experience. It's all the one. So it's experiencing itself. Now, evolution is a thing. It's almost like how, theologically, it's almost like how God is experiencing God's self through the process of evolution, exploration, just seeing what it do. A lot of this stuff is, you'd be thinking, well, I know God knows with everything. Yeah, but God do. One of the things about God that we don't process is that God cannot want to know everything. What if God wanted not to know everything? Does it have to still know everything? Surely it can forget and start this all over again. Why not? Why does God have to know everything? And know the outcome of everything, and know the future of everything? I know, to me, I think God is enjoying this just as much as we are. Well, we are, because it's one. So now, a part of that process is evolution, and a part of evolution is mixing and matching. Blending in, taking this, put that with that. Now, so God wanted the color gray, but God had the color black and white. So God had to bring the two together. Now, again, why so? If you looked inside the cocoon or an eggshell and literally recorded the process within, it would probably look a lot like this. Violent, very one-sided, very just because black represents love. Black represents embrace. Black represents absorption, mother, reception. White represents rejection, fear, war. Black represents peace. White represents war, attack. Yeah, it is what it freaking is. It's not. There ain't nothing wrong with them. It's who they are. It's what they are. We are what we are. This is the reason why when they came down from the mountains, man, and they seen all this freaking land of milk and honey, man, it was like taking candy from a baby. Dude, that's not what we wasn't. Dude, we wasn't ready. We wasn't. We didn't know it was anything possible. Yeah, we had our battles and this stuff with skirmishes between. It was nothing like what these dudes came with fire sticks. They came with. They was masters of fire. Do you understand the environment? Set it up. And then they were what they were. They had the lacking of melanin. They didn't have the melanin to protect them. So they had to ride. They had to ride or die. They was the original ride or diers. And they had to master fire because fire represented life to them. Us, fire, every time fire showed up, we was trying to put it out. Dude, we don't see no fire. We in Africa. Dude, it's burning up. It's like, we didn't care about no fire. So in order for them to survive, man, they had to kill and hunt. They're the original hunters. We learned hunting from them. We didn't hunt. What are we hunting for? You tell me. We're in the land of milk and honey. Notice how it says milk and honey and not cantaloupes and other animals. You know what I'm saying? Like it's milk and honey. Dude, Africa, are you kidding me? The stuff comes off the vines. What we need, we don't right off the ground. We do nuts and fruits and dude. When we hunt. That's not the mentality we come from. We come from love, joy, happiness. Dude, we in heaven on earth. What are you talking about? We didn't need none, no fire. What we need fire for? What are we cooking for? Cooking what? What are we cooking? That's fire. What do we need fire for? Don't you understand? Pre-Caucasian? Before the Caucasian? Like they say before the Mayflower, before the introduction of the Caucasian, dude, what you think? It's necessity. Why we don't need that. We didn't need it. We didn't have, look, we ate life, living stuff that represented life. We didn't eat dead things. That's from the other side. That's the other kill, destroy, eat. Dude, that was, the elements was, it's harsh. It was tough. Dude, they was dying by the trolls. They had to do something. They had to fight. And it was war. It became war masters, dude. It was. I mean, it is what it is. It was set up. That's the one set that up like that because that's the way it had to be. Don't you understand the color, positive, negative, the energy, the different aspects? Pow! Bring them bad boys together. That's what it is. It's electricity. Dude. And the nucleus in the center of the atom to bring balance. Dude, it's like, dude, because these bad boys, you gotta keep them at bay. You can't have them all. No. So, in order to produce a thing, another thing, things had to happen in order to produce it. That's the process. They came with the hammer, and we came with the peace signs, and it was like, and look at her. I mean, look at Africa, dude. They was like, and these dudes they just looked at it. We had all the power. It was kings and queens, gods and goddesses, We had everything. It was too much. It was too much. And then we was like babies. To them, we was like babies. Dude, today, if it goes, dude, I'm sorry, you can't have that. And then they seen how beast mode we was on the physical shot. They was like, man, somebody gonna come and get this. One of our neighbors, the England, we just left them. They see what's happening right here, man. They finna come get this. They on their way right now. The ships is. We gotta get it. We gotta be the first. The jewel of the Nile. We gotta be the first ones. Because England is on their way, dude. They see this, dude. We ain't gonna be able to fight them all. So we gotta go build something. But we need to get that head start though. So they did what they did to get us over here. And we did what we did after we seen what they could do, dude. Lesser two evils. Give up some of mine or go to war with these monsters. Dude, we didn't want to see them about nothing. Dude, that's not what we didn't know. We didn't understand. We had to learn quick. We fire sticks. What the heck? What are these? We had to learn. Dude was behind. He was always behind. He was always behind. We was always behind them. We was never, you know what I'm saying? It was always, dude, they smashed it from the top. Dude, eventually we was like, you know what? We gonna make some deals. You know what I'm saying? So they made some deals and we came over here. They sold us over here. And America began, with the smashing of the Native Americans. And we saw them, how they was doing them, dude. We was getting done. Dude, it was. So, but what I'm saying is, it's a bigger picture here. Okay? And now that we have intermingled into another race, African Americans is a whole other race. Part Caucasian, part African. We could be called African Caucasians. We got some other mixes in there because we was, everybody was. But the product has been made. You can say which way hey, it could have been better. You didn't have to go through. We don't know how it could have been or had to be. I don't know, but here we are. And notice how the whole world follows everything we do. Now, what's the purpose? Why are we, why was the African American created? Because the African American is a representative that all is one. It started with the African. The African spread out all across the globe because of the different climates. The changes of the skin was imminent. But the motherland in Africa is the one place where the sun is most directed. It gets the most of the sun out of the whole planet. The sun is the life force of the planet. The light comes from the sun and saturates the earth. That's why we call it Mother Earth, because she is the female aspect. She represents the female aspect, and the sun represents the male aspect as it's constantly bombarding earth with sunlight and sun rays, which are energy, which are things. You know what I'm saying? And so she's constantly receiving, and the sun is constantly giving. And so each continent has its, and within the sunlight, by the way, it's been proven, and sunlight is melanin, is the element of melanin. Okay? And so as it's constantly beaming down over the generations and thousands of years, it just has an effect. You move over here, then they have less than that. Over here has less than that. On the other side of the planet, it's got less than that. And in Europe, for some reason, it's got the least. I don't know how it works, but there it is. And so I think it's a color thing. And so, but the two had to come together, though. That's the thing. They had to come together, and create a race of humanity that will one day unite humanity. Okay? Notice how everybody follows everything the African American does. They don't follow everything the African does. They don't follow everything the Caucasian does. The world doesn't follow everything everybody else does. For some reason, they follow everything we do. Good or bad. People don't give a dang, man, if it's something bad. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? So, we've been created to lead humanity to one, to unite humanity. That is the African American purpose. The Caucasian has fulfilled their purpose. And we must bless them for that. We couldn't be without the Caucasian. I don't care how, yes, listen, it's horrific in 15 different ways. All the way up until now, it's horrific. But all of that ceases once the understanding of the purpose. Once we see the global aspect of this thing, and once we see the universal aspect of it, is that we are a species in evolutionary process. We are not finished. We still have a ways to go. Okay? And everything is done for a purpose, but it won't always be this way. It won't always have to be, but in the beginning it is. All other species has went through what we're going through right now. All of the galactic community, they've all been through this. The Earth is on quarantine. Because we're in the incubation stage, man. We're like in a cocoon. No coming, going from this planet. Earth is like a cocoon. There's a species, there's a certain species down here that's in the process of going into space flight. But before we do, we have to be one. We can't go to space into the galactic community all divided. They don't get on like that out there. All is one out there. Each species is one species. That's it. There ain't no 15 different. So the fact that we're still divided is evidence that we're still in the process in the cocoon. We're not ready. We're still cooking. You see? So I understand that all of this is a process, man, and it's a beautiful thing once we receive and accept it. Now, listen, to my Caucasians, this is where the good news is for you. Do you see how you was used? You were used. And now you don't have to worry about it no more. Your guilt, your fear, all that, you don't have to have it. It was a process. But the process is complete. We're like, our wings are knocking at the eggshell. We're ready to fly. Humanity is ready to fly. All you gotta do, first me and you gotta unite. The African American and the Caucasian gotta unite. We are gonna unite the rest of humanity into one. See, we'll still have our different cultures, our different histories, our styles, our flavors. We'll have all that, but we'll understand we are one being. Humanity is one being. And then we crack out the eggshell and expand our wings. And then we fly. Then we go to space. Then we'll be off quarantine. Then we'll be accepted by the galactic community. See, they waiting. They waiting on us, man. It's like an egg, like the chicken and the egg. The mother eagle and the egg just is waiting on us. They waiting. Oh, look at the moon. It's knock on the wing knock. But until then, can't nobody. It's off limits because it's a process. You gotta let the process take place. It takes thousands and thousands. Hundreds of thousands of years. You gotta be patient. Nobody's in a rush. It's a galactic. Come here, dude. It's like forever. It's like expansion, like forever. We can't see them because we're looking at them. We're looking at them through divided eyes. We got two eyes. See, we can see everything in separate. But as soon as we connect with the third eye, which represents the one, we'll start seeing. We'll start seeing them. And our mind telescopes and everything. After a while, we won't even have to use telescopes. See, this is how we built the pyramids. See, we was already on the one. We started out. See, it started with the one, and it returns to the one. Okay. So we, as African Americans, in order for the human race to truly be one, the African American has to lead. And watch this, and this is where we're going to end. I think I might be able to squeeze all of this. Yeah. It is the African American who has to reach out to his brother and sister on the other side of the spectrum, Caucasian brothers and sisters, and forgive them. Watch this. Forgive them for everything all the way up until this moment. But watch this. Forgiveness is a very interesting word. Right? It's a very interesting word. Very interesting. On one hand, we have to forgive them. And this releases them. Watch this. Weird. Forgiveness, this word. Something about it. I don't know what it is. But I'm going to have to come back to that. Because forgiveness is not even needed. Once you understand that the whole process is a freaking process, what is there to forgive? There's nothing to forgive. We play the role, they play the role, bam, here we are. All is one. Do you understand? This is one body. We're one being. Sometimes the one part of the body does something wrong to the next, but it's one body regardless. So anyway, the one thing that makes the Caucasian do what it does, and it's a constant doing all the way up, all from being all the way to now. They can't stop. They can't stop. They're trapped inside their hearts and souls. And when you hear this, you're gonna know what I'm saying is real. They're trapped. They don't have a choice to do, but everything they do, we can release them, and they can release us. It's our destiny. It's what all of this is for. It's the only freaking way. See, the solution, I spoke on this before. There are problems that cannot be solved in the world of separation. There are certain problems. There's a lot of problems can be solved. That's how we got up to here. Technology-wise, everything, all the advancements, we solve problems. There are some that can be solved. 2 + 2 = 4. Blah 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 blah. But there's other problems that are so high in vibration, so intense, that the solution doesn't even reside in this reality, and we're looking for them. Notice how we've been trying to figure out the solution to this problem forever. How come we ain't never find it? Because it wasn't time. We weren't done. We weren't ready. We're ready now. We're ready to fly. We're no longer caterpillars. We're freaking butterflies inside of a cocoon. We're ready to fly. The timing is right. Look at the timing all around the globe. Come on. You think this is happenstance? We must release the Caucasian. I have inside my body, P.A. Finley, Anonymous the Universe, inside my body, a desire and will for retribution. It's a little bitty seed. It's barely there. Like the size of a molecule. Oh, but it's there. I won't get back. I want to see them enslaved. I want to see them. I want to do to them what they did to me, and did to mine. Me, yeah. But even if my wish, that wish is fulfilled, and it takes place, I would never do them like they did me. I would never do them like they're doing me. I might, I might put some stuff down. I'm just saying, I might do that. But I would never do them. Because I'm not them. I'm part them. So I might do some stuff. But I won't take it. I can't, because my roots come from the other side. And that's the dominant gene. You see? So we got them, y'all. We'll round them up. Even if that was the case, man, we would not do them. Nobody would ever do what they've done, because we're not that side of the color spectrum. We're not there. We're not over there. We're not. But we are. But we're not. So we have a few things we need to do to complete the process. Our wings are knocking at the inside of the cocoon, But we're still not quite. We still got a couple of things we need to do. Okay? That's why they're not strong enough to break the cocoon. You see? So I'm going to go ahead and end this off right now, and I'm going to go ahead and do a part 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, part 4 coming up. All right, you guys, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. Here it is, right? I'm gonna close it on the next one, but I got a couple more things to, I got some edges of the picture that I'm painting. I need to finish up. But yeah, this is it. This is a bigger picture. That's what we're missing, man. We're missing a bigger picture. And it takes someone to go all the way past everything to connect to that picture. All of it, the religions, all of it, you guys, is all a part of the process. Once you embrace all, once you embrace this bigger picture, once you embrace the all is one is all, in the sense of the mentality, somebody asked you, is this religion? Is this a belief system? I'm like, not really. It's more of a mentality. It's like I'm going to go through my everyday life like I've been doing, going to work, pay bills, to and fro. I'm over here, you're over there. I'm going to do that. But with the awareness that something is behind it all, connecting it all, linking all. I can do that. I can do my everyday life. But then what's going to happen is my conflicts are going to dwindle to next to nothing. Excuse me. My conflicts between you and me, I'm gonna start seeing the animals. Everything is, I'm gonna be connected. It's gonna be a connection. The separation is gonna be a connection. So my actions is gonna be different, which will change my freaking life and help others to change theirs. It's the pebble in the pond. It's the little things. It's not about rushing anything or changing anything. I got this white robe on. I'm walking down the street. No. Just become aware. It's the opening up your third eye. It's just starting to, just slightly, and see the oneness of things. And it'll happen periodically, day by day, month by month, year by year. Don't worry. See, we're close, but we're not there yet. So we got a little time to play around with, but it is time. Dude, we gotta get moving. We gotta make progress. We gotta step it up because everything else in existence is stepping it up. The vibrations are getting higher and higher and higher and intensified. So yeah, everything is, we're learning quicker. We're learning faster. Everything's moving faster. Moving at the time. Seems like time flying. It's like, dude. So there is an urgency, but not personally. Globally, yeah. Personally, nah, take your time. 2 different times zones. Take your time. Don't rush. Do not rush this thing. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Believe me, once you drink this in, it's gonna do what it do. So don't worry about nothing. It's like we're trying to spread this like the coronavirus. Have I ended this yet? No, I haven't. All right, you guys. Y'all know what time it is. Be beautiful as you are. Peace, and one is all.
Will one day remind you who you are.
Oh my.